I was referred to as a monkey, chimp, ape, to get lynched, stupid nog.
Always experience some kind of abuse online, and you're visibly gender non-conforming, calling me a man in a dress, a freak show.
Literally, Twitter abuse made me buy a home security system. Shut up, you're fat, you're ugly, I should be raped.
I get called a nigger a lot, fat, a cunt, all sorts of things, simply because I'm a woman.
The threats I've gotten on Twitter and elsewhere have completely changed who I am, like really in a fundamental way. You know, like you don't get to be called these sorts of names, you know, every day for years on end and not have that affect you.
So it's not just Twitter anymore, it's not just the internet.
There are real people behind those Twitter accounts spewing that disgusting vitriol. And it has an impact on real people like me.
When I saw the magnitude of them and the frequency of them, I was really overwhelmed. I felt unsafe.
It was also very specifically targeting me as a Jew and saying that I should be put to death in an oven, and there were a couple of organized Nazi groups who tweeted that they had their eye on me, and it was, to say it was very unsettling is to undersell it. It was terrifying.
I received death threats a couple times a week, simply because I believe everyone should be able to have the right to be able to have access to birth control and healthcare and abortion.
When you're being told that you should be killed and all these things, that's not just Twitter, that's affecting your psyche.
One of the things that Twitter, and you know, this is true of most of the social media platforms, don't seem to understand is that a lot of times when people are using their reporting system, they're experiencing trauma.
There's no way for me to report to Twitter that I am being swarmed by Nazis.
A lot of the reports, I was told, actually didn't get any physical response. And the most common response was that it didn't actually violate Twitter's terms and conditions.
If somebody has violated the community guidelines, if somebody is being offensive and abusive online, Twitter should honour its own community guidelines. Twitter should be able to enforce its own rules, and it's not.
I've completely shifted how I use Twitter and online platforms. I don't tweet out personal things. I'm really conscious of everything I put up. Definitely censor myself a lot more.
When women and people of color and marginalized communities are telling you that they don't feel safe on this platform and that they don't feel safe doing their work there, those are voices that you need to listen to.
These social media platforms like to think of themselves as these bastions of free speech.
It's not free speech to wish death upon me.
Twitter has changed the 21st century. It has rocked so many lives, changed the way organizations run, how we hear the news and how we operate and connect with different people. That's amazing. And I totally get that Twitter is about freedom of expression. But if women can't be free to express themselves, there's a real problem and Twitter needs to address it.
If people said to me the things they say to me on Twitter in a public square, that would be harassment, right?
This is how institutional racism thrives. This is how institutional misogyny thrives. This is how institutional xenophobia thrives. And this is how queer folks, people of color, feminists, trans folks, all of us are discriminated against because these are people who have these thoughts and they're able to freely spread them on Twitter.
If Silicon Valley can invent a self-driving car, they can figure out how to address the abuse on their platforms. They just have to care about it enough.